What's good, y'all? Yes, I'm back with another video, back to back to back. But I just want to do a couple of years update on, if you don't know, I got my car from Carvana. I did the whole process. You would have to go back like 3 years, 4 years back on my list. What can I say now about Carvana? If we could rate them from a 1 to 10, I would give them like a 7, about a 7. Like I told y'all, the first 3 years I haven't had any issues with my car, no problems with my car. Right now, I do have a light on, but the thing is, it's just like I ride my car a lot. I can't necessarily say that, oh, the light is, that the light came from Carvana. I can't necessarily say that. But as I told y'all before, it really depends on your situation. It depends on your situation and what you need the car for. I feel like if you are a person that has money, a whole lot of money to put down on a car, go to the dealership. If you're not in an emergency situation, go to the dealership. If you have excellent credit, go to the dealership. But if you was in the type of situation that I was, where I was only, how old was I? I was like 24 at the time, still trying to build my credit, didn't have money to put down. The car that I had, the engine went. I didn't have all the money to put down on the engine. With engine is like 3 to 4 stacks. And at the time I was living in New Jersey, working in Philadelphia. I didn't have nobody to get me or take me to work. So me going to the dealership wasn't much an option. And at the time, my credit was okay, but I didn't have a lot of money to put down. I didn't want no big car note. So at the time, I had to do, Carvana was a good option for me. Only put like $500 down on a car. My payments are under 4 something a month, and it's an updated car, 2018, so I really feel like it depends on your situation, your needs, and what's going on at the time. But if you're a person that have excellent credit, you can put down at least a good 2 stacks, because this is my thing. If you're not going to put down at least 2 stacks, it's really no point. It's really not going to make a difference if you don't put down at least 2 stacks, 3 stacks to really make a difference, so you can have them low payments if you want to, and I didn't have that at the time. It was an emergency situation. I needed me another car, and I couldn't just go and put a whole bunch of money on a car. And I needed a updated car. I didn't want just a car that was just barely running. I didn't want a car that just going, all right, give me the A from point A to point B and just for a year, and then I have to get another car. But now I think what I would like, my next car, what I'll do differently, now I'll go to the dealership and get me a car, because my credit is a little bit better. I have some money put up. I'll be able to put some money down, and even now, I was looking to trade my car in, because when you have your car for like a year and a half, 2 years, they start sending you things in the mail, to get you a deal to trade in. And I found, actually, when I was looking at it, I found a good truck that I wanted, but then I didn't put down what they wanted me to put down. So I'm just like, my car note is good for me right now. Y'all want my car note to be like a little bit more higher because the car was newer. It was more of a newer car. But yeah, it depends on your situation. That's what I would say. It depends on your situation, you know, for you to choose Carvana or not. I feel like Carvana is really just for emergency situations. If you need your car ASAP, if you want to have low payments, if you don't want to worry about your credit, Carvana is the way to go. It's really the way to go. Even like for a first car, like it's really the way to go because it's more on the easier side. Yeah, it's more on the easier side. Like I said, like just make sure everything, like when you get the vehicle, you drive it around, and that 7-day period, have your mechanic check it out. Whoever does your cars, just have them check it out and see if it's worth keeping. And if it's not, you do that swap. You get up to 3 swaps. And if you feel like none of the cars that you got is worth, then give them the freaking car back. I mean, it's just that simple. Like I said, I had to get me a car for emergency situations, but that's not everybody's situation. You know, that's not everybody's issue. You know, people not having engines wasn't everybody's issue, but that was my issue back then. I didn't have, and where I live at, it wasn't no options to really like get on no bus, and it's not a lot of buses and trains that run out here. So, yeah, it really depends on the area that you're in too. But now we're in 2023. When I got my car, it was like 2019. Was it? Or 2018? It was one of those years. But like now, I'm starting to need to get work done to it. Which to me is not like, oh my God. You know, it's all normal stuff. But I do have to get a couple of things checked out. Like the engine light is on, but I took it to AutoZone to get the code red. It's saying small leak, which that can mean so many different things. And there's one other thing that I just need to get checked out. But as I said, it don't necessarily mean that it's the end of the world. It don't necessarily mean that it's Carvana fault. You know, because first of all, I don't even know what it is first. I have to take it and see what it is first. But other than that, I haven't had no issues with the car, like no tire blowouts, you know, no lights on, you know. I just got my regular brakes and rotors done since I got it. Regular oil change, no problems, nothing, you know, no windows breaking, you know, my keys still work. Like I haven't really had no issues, so I'm not really mad. Like I had the car, like I said, 4 years, it could be 5, don't hold me to it, but it's been at least 4 years. At some point, you're gonna have to get some stuff worked on. So I don't know how you want to take this review, if you want to take it as negative or positive. That's just how it is. Any vehicle you get, if it's new or not, at some point you're gonna have to get some type of work done to it. I mean, it's a car, for God's sake. You know, after a while, every car is gonna have some wear and tear. Let's just use our common sense reality. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I thought about trading it in, but if I'm going to trade it in and you want to say, oh yeah, we got to trade for you, it's going to make sense. You're not going to have me trade it in and then my car note is higher than what the heck I have now. Like, I can do a little bit higher, but we're not doing $700 car payments, $600 car payments. I'm not doing that. I'm not. Because you have to understand, at some point, you're going to have to get work done. The money, you got to sit there and pay car note, car insurance, and then you're going to have to pay money to get it fixed on top of that. And then, you know, the newer you get is the more expensive stuff get. And forget that. Just car parts, period, is expensive. Getting your car done is already expensive. Getting it looked at is expensive. Trying to find somebody to look at your car is already expensive. Just having a car overall is just expensive. So that's just my review with Carvana. Like I said, 7 out of 10. Like I told y'all before, just make sure you're staying up to date on your payments, because I already told y'all the process if the car ever get taken, what that process is like, because I went there, I've been through that, done that. You know, everybody had hard times in their life, so that's just what comes along with it. But that's just not even Carvana. That's just with any people that you get a car with. When you reach a certain amount that, you know, things happen, that's what they do. And I know a lot of people saying, oh, they got a tracker. I guess they do. You know, but you live and you learn, and that's all that I can say. And that's my review about, you know, Carvana, things like that. Like I said, just have your mechanic check it out. If you really have to go the Carvana way, you do what you have to do. But yeah, just check everything. Trunk, check the little small things, because there was small things that I didn't even know. They won't tell you everything, like certain things they won't tell you that's wear and tear. They won't tell you that need to be done. But that's why I said check everything out. That's one thing that I can give you advice. Check everything. Windshield wipers, fluids, lights, brakes, everything that you can think of. Check it. Make sure seatbelts work. Make sure things close and open right. Make sure, just check everything out. I just can't stress that enough for you. Check it, check it, check it, check it from head to toe. Tires, rims, trunks, everything, gas area, whatever. Check it all, okay? You check. I don't care if you gotta have a list out there checking. Check everything, because once that 7 days is over, you're stuck with it, unless if you sell it or you try to trade it in, whatever. But yeah, so I thank you guys for subscribing. I'm pretty sure that this video is going to get a lot of views, because everybody is so invested in Carvana, in the process, and everybody has their own reviews. Everybody has a dislike. Some people have, you know, have worse experience than I did. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a good week. And I'm out. Peace.